Never a dull moment in the world of artificial intelligence news. Here are 8 really cool things that I found this week. We'll start with the introduction of Circle to Search on Android. Google released this. Essentially, what it is it allows you on your phone to circle anything within an image, then instantly see results back from Google Image Search, Google Shopping, that sort of thing. So it can help you find clothing and apparel that you see. It can help you search for anything on the fly. Kind of an interesting idea. It's really a first step in Google starting to use their multimodal capabilities, their ability to analyze and understand images that just rolled out with Gemini recently. It'll be interesting to see what else Google has in store for this, but really cool first step. Microsoft is also stepping up their AI game with Copilot Pro. Now, if you watch my video on Copilot, Copilot essentially gives you access to GPT-4 or the premium version, the plus version of ChatGPT for free. This layers on top of that a little bit more. See that it gives you priority access to GPT-4 and GPT-4 Turbo during peak times. I don't know if they actually maybe switch back to ChatGPT 3.5 in the background when things get busy, but this gives you access to it all the time. Create even better images, 100 boosts per day. So if you're using Bing for image creation, you get more boosts per day. Never actually really used those, but it's a nice perk, I suppose. I think the real meat of it, though, is what you can do with integrations into the rest of Office 365. So you can use it to help you write documents, create presentations, note taking, even write spreadsheets, help you out in Excel. I think this is really Microsoft's way of starting to differentiate from OpenAI and ChatGPT. On the back end, they're using the same foundational models, but now you're starting to see them sort of divide and go in different directions, which is kind of neat to see. I still don't have a compelling reason to use Copilot over ChatGPT, but they're starting to get to a point where if you're really ingrained in the Office 365 suite, it might make sense for you to check it out. Also this week, the team over at Runway, with their amazing product that allows you to animate virtually any image, launched Multi-Motion Brush. And here's a peek at what you can do with that. Runway ML launched this really cool idea that you can animate multiple different regions of an image. So you can see here you've got 2 eyeballs. You can have them going different directions. In the sky and the waves and the tree, you can animate separately. This you couldn't do independently before. And this gives you just more control over the way that images are generated and motion and video happens. And I think this is just scratching the surface of what we're going to see from this technology. I think it's really cool to see. And you can do up to 5 independent types of animation in a single image. So as you can see here, there's 5 birds. They're moving in 5 different directions. And this is something that you can try out right now on Runway ML. If you end up using it, I'd love to see your results. Definitely tag me on any of those. This next one's really cool. It's from this company called Showroom. And what they're doing is disrupting the online shopping experience, something that I think has been ripe for picking for a long time. You can see here, show me some dresses, but show me only the blue ones. Nope, the light blue ones. Show me those under $150. And what it does is it's actually applying filters to the search results, but it's using natural language instead of you having to kind of kludge through menus and drop downs like you normally would. But they've also taken it a step further. So you can create things called collections, which you can share with your friends. And then even cooler than that, you can say, what kind of dress should I wear to Italy this summer? It knows a few things. It knows that it's warm. It knows that a lot of times people wear colorful dresses. And so it'll actually make recommendations based on this vast inference that you can only get from kind of a large language model and artificial intelligence. And I think that's really, really cool. I can't wait to see this go live. It isn't live yet, but you can sign up for their preview beta right now. Notebook LM is another experiment by Google. You can go to notebooklm.google.com and you can take a look. And they tout this as collaborate with a virtual research assistant. And this sort of reminds me of custom GPTs from ChatGPT. What you can do is you can upload a bunch of different documents into Notebook LM, and then it's instantly going to become an expert on that subject. So basically what it's doing is it's taking all those documents and it's using it to sort of fine tune the results that you get back from the Gemini language model. I think this is a really cool idea, and this way of doing it, this user interface to access this, might actually be a little bit more seamless than creating a custom GPT for a lot of use cases. So the idea is that you have this virtual research assistant. Once you give it all the data, it's able to help you come up with first drafts for some of your research, help you write papers, help you actually decipher things and understand the context of what's happening with across all of the documents that you've given it. And unlike a custom GPT, it specifically says here your personal data is not used to train NotebookLM, so any private sensitive information you have in your sources will stay private. And if you're in the United States and you're over 18 years old, you can try this one out right now. Next up is a company called Superhuman, and they're touting their app to be the fastest email experience ever made. It's AI-powered email built for high-performing teams, get back 4 hours every week. And look, if you're running any business, if you're in business whatsoever, even if you work somewhere, you probably spend a great deal of time on email. The idea here is that this helps you not only just sort your email, but also send responses to people, filter through what's actually important versus what isn't. This will write entire emails with just a single line of text, automatically triage incoming emails so you can filter your inbox to the things that really matter, and even handle follow-ups automatically. When you send an email, just set a time for a reminder, say in 2 days, and it automatically keeps track of that and then reminds you in 2 days if you haven't heard back from the person. Pricing for their product starts at about $30 a month. I haven't tried this out personally, but I'm somewhat interested in doing it. Although I do think a lot of these features are just going to become standard in things like Gmail over the next few months. And last but certainly not least is this company called Honeydew and their new grocery app. Instead of taking notes, using a checklist, or anything else on your phone, you can just have a natural language conversation. It'll automatically create your grocery list for you. That's cool on its own, but the next feature is the one that I'm actually really excited to start trying out. And this is Pick to Pick. It's your visual grocery assistant. And this is what's using a multimodal large language model. So something that's actually able to take images and then decipher the content that's in that image. So in this case, you pick something that you want to cook from a magazine, or let's say you're out at a restaurant, you take a picture of it, and then it's going to come up with a list of all the ingredients that are in that dish and automatically create a shopping list for you. I think that's super cool, and it's something that I often do when I go to restaurants. I kind of pick apart the dish and I go, okay, how can I actually make this back at home? What are the ingredients that are in here? Now, there's going to be things it doesn't know, like seasonings and things that aren't visually apparent, but I still think it's a really cool way to put together a dish, and it's something I want to try out a little bit more. Honeydew is available now on the iOS store. Let me know in the comments which of these products you'd like to see me do a deep dive or a tutorial on. As always, I'm Brian Levitt. This is All Your Tech AI. That's AI news for the week. We'll check you next time. Thank you so much.
I'm the virtual prophet in the tech town, breaking down AI, wearing the crown, from basics to complex, never let you down. All Your Tech AI, earning the renown.